Greetings. My name is Mike Fluke, and you're watching the Filo Republic podcast. And in this episode, I'd like to explore whether or not there's any interest in a fresh and fit style podcast that is exclusively 100% Filipina, live from the Philippines, 3 hours per night, 3 nights per week. And if there is, I'd like to follow it up by hosting events and retreats here in the Philippines with ladies from the show, where fresh off the boat passport bros can get properly acclimated to the country. If you're interested, stick around. So before I begin, normally I like to improvise every single episode, and do it all in one take, no jump cuts. But sadly for this one, I'm reading from a teleprompter, so there is going to be a lot of jump cuts. I hope you don't mind this time around. I just really didn't want to fuck it up. Alrighty then, here we go. Fresh and Fit After Hours and Whatever podcast have done an excellent job demonstrating the disconnect in male-female relationships in the West. They've clearly articulated the red flags, and they've red-pilled thousands of men. The debates with Andrew Wilson on Whatever have been nothing short of legendary. But I've never met a 304 who changed her ways because I beat her in a debate. It is highly entertaining to watch hundreds of Western OF girls get dunked on, but after your eyes are open, there's diminishing returns. The only takeaway is the dopamine hit that you get because they validate the experience of most men. It's like being addicted to porn. So no shade to Fresh and Fit or Whatever. They've downloaded valuable experience into your head so you can easily identify certain female traits. However, importing that format onto Philippine soil would allow you to compare apples to apples and probably be valuable. Patterns will emerge and you can make an informed decision about whether or not the Philippines is worth exploring. If you're interested in removing yourself from Western hookup culture and heading abroad for greener pastures, I know that the Philippines is probably on your bingo card, and it may be a good idea to scope it out if you're considering picking up a passport to GTFO. It is pretty easy to make a case for the Philippines, and many podcasts in this space have. They call it, an antidote to some aspects of what's wrong with the Western dating scene, but it is a moving target. Is the Philippines still how others remember it? Sure, Filipinas are generally more conservative. They respect traditional gender roles. Most can cook and want to start a family of their own. And there is a 10 around just about every corner, but it isn't perfect. It's a hell of an improvement, but it's all about what you're looking for and what you can tolerate. I've lived in Southeast Asia for about 15 years, give or take, and the Philippines since 2016, and I've seen a lot. Feminism is taking hold out here. It's just different, although I do believe that you're probably coming at this country with a better hand than you would have back home. The point of watching Filo Republic is to judge for yourself how entrenched feminism has become in the Philippines. And now it's time for the pitch. I'm 100% ready to make Filo Republic a full-time job, and I'm pretty much ready to go, but I ran out of runway, and I need a little kick to get it over the line. Aside from one final piece of gear that's absolutely required to bond multiple internet connections together so I can stream reliably, I also need some extra scratch to incentivize Filipina ladies to get over their shyness, take a day off work, and join the discussion. I've already casted over 400 Filipinas where I live, and I've already converted a room in my house into a studio where I did 5 experimental test panels to work out the bugs. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights, I'd like to do a 3-hour live stream. Wednesday and Thursday, I'll probably publish videos like this one or post pre-recorded man in the street videos because those are a great way to recruit new ladies for the show. At launch, I'm obviously going to live stream from my home studio in the city that I live in, which I will not disclose for privacy reasons, but it's going to start off in a static location, which makes sense. I've already mentioned I've cast 400 ladies in this area. I'm pretty much ready to go in that regard. But the idea for the future, and hopefully in the very near future, definitely before the end of the year, I'd like guys from the members only community to vote on locations that I'll live stream from in the future. So maybe I'll spend a week or two in Siargao or Bohol. or Davao or Makati or Angeles City or Cebu. You know, like there's a lot of really awesome, safe places that you can live and that I can stream from so you can get a feel of what the ladies are like there. And the reason why that's important is because the Philippines is comprised of around 3,000 islands, give or take. And as a result, you know, I mean, we didn't always have these big ferries, you know, hauling people all over the place. You know, air travel wasn't always a thing, you know, so these different islands, they kind of percolated their own culture. You know, they all got their own gene pool. A lot of them have their own dialect. You know, like where I am now, they have a very unique, very rare dialect for the Philippines. You know, and then, you know, where my wife is from, she was from Mindanao, and they speak Visayan, you know, and they have a different look. The girls in Cebu are more fun-loving and chill and a little bit more wholesome, you know. Where I'm at here, it's a little more middle class, and, you know, I'd say, I'm not gonna rate the girls. But yeah, you know, Mindanao girls. I mean, I married one, so I'm a little biased. But and Cebu, you know, I liked what I saw in Cebu. In Angeles City, it's a lot of retirees are there because it's a city of trouble. You know, it's a sin city. You know, and then Bohol, Panglao, Siargao, you know, those areas, the El Nido and Palawan. There's a lot of like really nice beach towns where I could also live stream from if I get that piece of equipment, you know, where I can pair bond multiple internet connections together. Then I'm sure I could do it reliably. I could just take the show on the road. All of my gear is, I could probably fit it all in a suitcase and maybe one bag, but probably just one suitcase. And yeah, I'd really like to do that because then you get to experience what the girls are like countrywide. In every single nook and cranny, every single safe city that you might decide to move to, you'll be able to know what the landscape is there as far as dating is concerned. So that's right off the top. That's probably the most important part of Filo Republic. I have to get to as many different locations as I can to make the show. But I also, you know, like the next thing I want to do obviously is help people through the members community, where I can do some of the groundwork for you if you're thinking of coming here, or I can help you with your research, and I can, you know, like I've got boots on the ground, so I can help you out and do some of that legwork for you. When you arrive, you know, I can help you out, maybe pick you up at the airport, you know, I mean, for the right price, you know, like I don't know where I'm going to be at or what I'm going to be doing in the future, but these are, you know, or I could get one of the girls to go meet you. You know, if I'm going to know girls all over the country, I can be like, hey, you know, here's $100. You want to go meet this guy and take him out for a night? Who knows? So those are all possibilities, but the real awesome idea that I have, that it would obviously take maybe a year before I start doing this, maybe not, is that I would like to do events and retreats. So you know, an event is an event, you know, that would be to anybody that watches the podcast, but a retreat would be like more of a VIP experience, and it would be for members only, community members. And I would invite a bunch of the girls, you know, that appeared on the show to also join us. So you'd get to the Philippines, go to the retreat. You might want to go to the retreat just to check out the Philippines. You might already be an existing passport, bro. So maybe you just want to stop by, you know? But yeah, like these retreats will give you an ability to get off the plane. And if you are just starting out as a passport, bro, you get off the plane and then you've instantly got a group of people and a bunch of ladies to hang out with for a weekend or a week or however long we decide to do it. And then of course, with the members only community, you know, we're going to do Zoom calls and we're going to have live QA sessions. It's going to be a really great way for you to meet other dudes from where you're from, maybe as well, but also who are heading to where you want to go. So it's a great networking tool. So I don't know. That's kind of what I got envisioned. Let's see if I have anything else in my notes. Yeah, I guess that's it. So the idea is to build a social circle before you arrive. And I just think this podcast is perfectly suited to do that. And then, like I said, we can do some of the groundwork for you before you arrive. So yeah, if you think I'm over the target and what I propose is of value to you personally, I'd appreciate it if you consider liking this video, dropping a comment, and of course, supporting the channel. I figure all I need is 3K to get started. So if I got 300 viewers that all donated $10 each, done. And then of course you can also join the members only community, which right now I think I'm pricing it at like $7 a month. I'm going to actually lower the price, for everybody in the future, probably. I don't know. I just need to get that cash to get that last gear. And then obviously, like I said before, to have money to pay some of these ladies to come on, because they are shy as hell. And, it's going to be tough for them too. You got to factor it is a developing country. And if I'm going to be pulling them out of work or something like that to come on the show, because we will be recording here, at 11 a.m. here. But where you are, it's going to be the night before at 11 p.m. because we're 12 hours in the future for a lot of you. So I just need 3K to get going. If everybody watching this could donate like $10, or just if everybody could, who's watching this, join the members only community, I could probably get going within a month, maybe 2. So I'd really like to get this format going. There's links in the description if you want to learn more about the show, or you want to help me kick off the brand new members community. That pretty much wraps up this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can get all the updates on when the new format drops. Thank you for watching. My name is Mike Fluke, and you've been watching the Filo Republic. I'll see you in the next one.